Kevin Cassis and his Mountain Hawks of Lehigh. They've got two guys that really get it done scoring. One's a senior, one's a real good freshman.
It starts with Reid Weber. He's a player that has watched this team play the last few years. You know what Reid Weber can do. Starts a goal scorer, but he's become more of a complete attackman. The area of the game that I think is most important is right here. He needs to be a facilitator.
Mastriani gets it into the box. Tristan Rye gave it off. Weber against Pulver. Here's Rye. Rips a shot, a bullet underneath the top pipe. Tristan Rye gets Lehigh their second of the day. It's 4-2.
We highlighted both Weber and Rye in our open for this exact reason. Weber's become much more of a facilitator. Dodges, creates the contact, and then sees the skip lane. Last year he would have taken or forced this shot, but now that he has a finisher in Rye, he always dodges with his head up. And
so back at X now, and Ship was in there. You mentioned it, the pull. Massimilian, stick got knocked out of his hand from behind. Looked like Weber came in there and jarred it loose. So Lehigh back in the offensive end. Timeout is taken.
Reid Weber, the goal scorer, the leader from this group. This is as important as a play as he'll have in this game. All-out effort on senior day from 17 and white.
You wonder sometimes as Weber comes from behind. King puts his shoulder down, knocks down the defender, and buries. We're tied at 5. How's that for senior leadership?
Reid Weber, 6'2", 200 pounds. Enjoy. Absolute shoulder into the face of the Cornell defender. He'll feel that for a few days. And Reid Weber's single-handedly seized momentum for Lehigh. A caused turnover, and now a goal.
That was Kiernan, got it ahead. Eaton now finds Mastriani. Mastriani with some room. Here comes the shot. There's the goal. How's that for execution? Ripped in by Weber.
This is the game of lacrosse at its best. End-to-end action with teams playing physical at one end and generating transition and early offense at the other. Kiernan, heads-up play, up and out, and then it's just a textbook fast break. Cornell can't find their shooter. Weber, hands-free, high-to-high heat. And Donville being hung out to dry at this point. And he's a lethal goal scorer, takes advantage.
So 8:45 to go, and Lehigh's got the lead for the first time. 100 career goals for Reid Weber.
I would love to play defense for this Lehigh team because Kevin Cassis allows those guys to go out and try and recount.
There's some havoc. Weber with his fourth. Lehigh up by 2 now. It's 7-5.
Cornell's got to adjust. They need to slide quickly to 17 and white Weber because despite the physicality in which Polzer or Britton or Otterman can play, Weber's just putting his shoulder into guys to create separation, and he's such a good shooter that he doesn't need much of an angle. Now, Donville's got to hug his pipe here. He leaves a little bit too much of that green net. Obviously a special net for the Headstrong Foundation, but Weber is on fire right now, and Cornell's got to adjust because he's the only offense that Lehigh is able to generate right now, but it's clearly working.
Second straight 4-goal game. He's got his 19th career hat trick and 8th of the season.
This ball, Edmonds, hands-free, an absolute howitzer.
Here's Weber with a howitzer. Reid Weber serves the penalty and then rips one in to give Lehigh a 10-9 lead.
The unsettled situation has been fruitful for this Lehigh offense. Absolutely just dissecting the defense. Mastriani stick swinging, and then Weber finds himself in a lovely shooting window.
Unique and pretty impressive. And Reid Weber, he's been a stud today for Lehigh.
He's had a career day in his last game in Bethlehem. Again, known as a shooter, but just as evolved as an attackman, as an offensive threat. His dodging ability, the physicality in which he plays with, loves to play with contact. He's also been a facilitator, an assist also this afternoon. He seemed to will this offense at a time in this game where Lehigh was reeling.